Good evening, children. Good evening, online students.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. First, my apologies. I had to restore my internet connection. It had expired today, so that's why the delay in sharing the meeting link also. And thanks for your patience. Yeah, I've shared my screen. Is it visible? I've shared my screen. Is it visible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So continue with the squares and square roots. Question number 5, children. Okay. Question number 1, 2, 3, and okay, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Question number 1, 2, and 3. You can get it from the recording, which I shared with you earlier. So we'll do the 4th one now. We're doing the 4th one in this.
Ma'am, I was not able to listen to the 8:30 to 9:30 meeting. So can you just tell me the gist of what you guys did, ma'am?
Last class, is it?
Yes, ma'am, the class on Monday.
No, I think nothing much, just a test.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. We didn't go ahead with any new concept.
Okay.
Yeah. So look at this question. Find the cost of erecting a fence around a square field whose area is 16 hectares. So the area of this square field is 16 hectares. The area of the square field here is 16 hectares. We need to find the cost of erecting a fence, that is fencing the square field. We need to find the cost of fencing this square field at the rate of rupees 30 per meter. At the rate of rupees 30 per meter. All right, square field area is given 16 hectares. So from the area, you can find the side of the square field. Using the area of the square field, you can find the side of the square field. Now, once you have the side, you can find the area. Once you have the side, you can find the perimeter using the formula 4a or 4 into side. Then once you find the perimeter into the rate, 30 rupees will be the total cost of fencing. So the sequence is something like this. We are given the area. Area is given to us. Using this, we find the side of the square field. Using this, we find the side of the square. Now, once you know the side of the square, formula 4 into side will give you the perimeter of the square field. And perimeter into the rate, that is 30 rupees per meter, will give you the total cost of fencing. So I think the answer here will help you. Yes, take down the question and work out this answer, children. Yeah. Done. All right. Online students completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So we first convert area which is in hectares to meter square. We know that an area of 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. 1 hectare, an area of 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. So 16 hectares will be 16 into 10,000, 1,60,000 meters square. So now we have the area. The square root of the area will give us the side of the square part. So the square root of 16 is 4. And from 2 zeros, 1 0 out. From 2 zeros, 1 0 out. If a square number ends with 4 zeros, its square root will end with half the number of zeros. If a square number ends with 10 zeros, okay, now supposing 25 followed by 10 zeros, 25 followed by 10 zeros, the square root of that number will be 5 followed by 5 zeros. Sorry, you said something. 50,000 you said? 5 zeros, correct. Yeah, so if we have a number 25 followed by 10 zeros, I'm not reading it. So 25 followed by 10 zeros. The square root of this number will be, the square root of 25 is 5. So 5. And the number ends with 10 zeros. So its square root will end with half the number of zeros. 10 divided by 2, 5 zeros. So 5 followed by 5 zeros is the square root of the given number. So here the square root of 16 is 4 and it has 4 zeros. It ends with 4 zeros. So the square root will end with 2 zeros. All right. So that's the side of the square part. And 4 into side gives us the perimeter. And perimeter into the rate is the total cost of fencing. All right. Yarni? Last step? Yeah, okay. All right. This is the next one. The area of a square field is 22,500 meters square. Okay, the area of a square field is 22,500 meters square. So from the area, you can find the side of the square field. So the side of the square field will be, what's the square root of 225? 15. The square root of 225 is 15. And the number ends with how many zeros? 2 zeros. So what's the square root of the number? 150. Because the square root of 225 is 15 and 2 zeros, so 1 0. So 150. Area of the square field is 22,500. So the side of the square field will be 15 followed by 10, 150 meters. Okay, so we know the side of the square field. Now you can answer any question. For a square or a square field, You need only one thing. You need to know the length of the side of the square. If you have that value, you can answer any question. For a square, if you have the length of the side of the square, you can answer any question. For a rectangle, if you have the length and breadth, any question can be answered. For a rectangle, when you have the length and the breadth, the dimensions of the rectangle, length and breadth, you can answer any question. So now, a man cycles along its boundary. A man cycles along its boundary. So he's not invading the area of the square field. He's silently going on the boundary. That is, he's tracing the perimeter. Okay, the wheels of the bicycle are going on the perimeter of the square field. A man cycles along its boundary. So the wheels are going on the perimeter of the field, not on the area portion, perimeter. A man cycles along its boundary at 6 kilometers per hour. That's the speed. That is easy. He's able to cover 6 kilometers in 1 hour. 6 kilometers per hour. Okay. So he need not cycle for 1 hour. That is his speed. Suppose he cycles only for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So 1 hour, 6 kilometers. 15 minutes will be 1.5 kilometers. So when the speed is given 6 kilometers per hour, that does not mean that he has to compulsory cycle at least for 1 hour. Not that. This is a speed. 1 hour, 6 kilometers. Half an hour, 3 kilometers. Half of half an hour is 15 minutes. So 15 minutes will be 1.5 kilometers. So maybe he cycled only for 3 minutes also. This is the speed. Do we understand that? 6 kilometers per hour is the speed. Does not mean that he has to cycle for 1 hour compulsory because the speed is 6 kilometers per hour. Okay, so that's the speed. In how much time will he return to the starting point? He goes only 1 round. Okay, he goes 1 round. When will he return to the starting point? In what time will he return to the starting point? So let's write out whatever is given here. Okay, so we are given the area. No, don't write now. Area is given, correct? From area, what can you find? Side, correct? And using the side, can you find the perimeter? Yes, you can find the perimeter. And what is the perimeter? It is the distance covered by the man in going 1 round around the square field. Yes or no? Using area, you can find the side. Using the side, you can find the perimeter. Why are we finding the perimeter? Because he's cycling along the boundary. So the perimeter, what now? Perimeter is fine, but what does perimeter indicate here in this situation? It's the distance covered by the man, or it's a distance cycled by the man. Correct? He starts and he makes 1 round and comes back to the starting point. He might have started from anywhere at any point on the field. See, maybe he started from here. So he cycles like this, and he comes back to the starting point here. So that means he's covered the perimeter of the square field. And that is the distance covered by him. The perimeter indicates the distance cycled by him. So you know the distance and you know the speed. And what is the relationship between speed and speed, distance and time? Speed is equal to distance by time. See, we know that speed is equal to distance by time. There are 3 quantities in this formula. If you know any 2 of them, you can find the third one. This formula, speed is equal to distance by time, has 3 unknowns: speed, distance, and time. There are 3 unknowns. When you know 2 of them, you can find the third one. When you know any 2, if you know distance and time, you can find speed. If you know speed and time, you can find the distance. If you know speed and distance, you can find time. So this formula has 3 unknowns. When you know any 2 of them, you can find the third one using this formula. So we know the speed and we also know the distance because that's nothing but the perimeter. So we know the distance, we know the speed. Put it in this formula and find the time. And that's the time taken by the man to return to the starting point. See, now your question may be, how many rounds did he go? Nothing is mentioned. That means only 1 round. If he went 10 rounds, it will be given he went 10 rounds, 20 rounds, 20 rounds. Nothing is given. So what can you assume? 1 round. 1 round. Yeah. Is the sequence understood, children? Online students, please acknowledge.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So area, you can find the side. Using the side, find the perimeter. And perimeter is nothing but the distance. Perimeter itself is the distance. And you also know the speed. Okay, using distance and speed, you can find the time. Yeah. Please help yourself. I may have to explain somewhere, but you just work out. You go through the answer, try to understand as much possible and finish it. Then I'll explain. Yeah. In you study this in physics, huh? Oh. Yeah. Right. Yes. Okay. The formula, yes. No, children, I'm sorry for interrupting, but take down the question. I just want to tell you one thing more. Just take down the question. Yeah. Now, what is very important is when you substitute, when you use a formula, yeah. Now, this formula speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. You can see that the speed is given to be 6 kilometers per hour. That means if you're substituting distance, Surya. Okay, you finished it. Yeah, so the speed is given in kilometers per hour. We know that we have two standard units for speed, kilometer per hour and meter per second. Though it can be expressed in other different units, these are the standard units for speed. These are the standard units for speed, kilometer per hour and meter per second. All right. So now the speed here in the question is given in kilometer per hour. That means the distance must be substituted in kilometers. And the time which you'll get in hours. No, I have to repeat this. Listen once again. Speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is given in kilometers per hour. So now we have to substitute the distance here, right? Perimeter is the distance, and that's what we're going to substitute here. That distance should be in kilometers. It should not be in meters, because here the speed is given in kilometers per hour. So you must substitute distance in kilometers, not in meters. And the time, the answer which you'll get time, no? When you substitute speed and distance, you will work and you'll get time. And the time will default be in hours. We can't put our convenient unit. We can't simply say, okay, 6 seconds or 6 minutes. No, it's 6 hours only. Meaning, not 6. Whatever answer you get, you cannot fix a unit to it. You cannot fix seconds or, like minutes. The default unit is hours because the speed is in kilometer per hour. So since the speed is in kilometer, distance be substituted in kilometers, and the answer for time which you get will be in hours. You can convert it to minutes or seconds. You can convert that to minutes or seconds. Supposing you get 0.06 hours, you can convert that to minutes or seconds. All right, so that's what I've done here. You can see here, when you find the perimeter, when you find perimeter, it is 600 meters. But in the formula, speed is 6 kilometers per hour. So kilometer, no, there. So you convert meter to kilometer. That's why we convert. That's the reason. That's the reason why we convert meter to kilometer. Meter to kilometer. Is that understood? Now, so see here, distance is 0.6 kilometers. How do we get that? 0, 0, 0, 0 cancels. So 6 by 10, no, don't cancel. 6 by 10 is 0.6. Don't cancel 2 3s or 2 5s. Don't do that. Because then again you have to do the division. Okay, so 6 by 10 you have. 6 by 10 is nothing but 0.6 kilometers. Now time is, okay, speed is equal to distance by time. So when you cross multiply, what do you get? Speed into time is equal to distance, correct? When you cross multiply, you get speed into time is equal to distance. So that means what is time? Time is equal to distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. That's what I've written here. Time is equal to distance by speed. How do we get that? How do we get that? Because we know that speed is equal to distance by time. And when you cross multiply, speed into time is equal to distance. Correct? So time is equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. So that's what I've written here. Time is equal to distance by speed. I've substituted distance is 0.6 kilometers and speed is 6 kilometers per hour. All right. Now I want to shift the decimal point. I want to shift the decimal point. So I've multiplied and divided by 10 just to shift the decimal point. So then I get 6 by 60. Just to shift the decimal point. See, like this, I don't want this decimal point. So I multiply and divide by 10. So it becomes 6 by 60. Now 1 by 10. 1 by 10. 1/10 of an hour it is. So what is 1/10 of an hour? 1 by 10 into 6. When you multiply by 60, it's converted to minutes. Hour to minutes. Hours to minutes. Multiply by 60. Further, if you want to convert it to seconds, multiply by another 60. So I multiplied by 60 and I got 6 minutes. So that's easy to understand. If the answer is not easy to understand, then convert it to seconds. Multiply by 60 again and convert it to seconds. But this is understood, right? 6 minutes. Yeah. So this is what it is. Yeah, please write down now. Yeah, good. I'll prepare the presentation and we'll discuss that in a class. Have you finished any test at school? No. Surya, maths test at school. Anything happened recently? Finished, is it? Send me photos of your question paper. Okay, on WhatsApp. Today, can you do that? No, I want you to take pictures of your question paper, your school maths question paper. Take photos of the paper, front and back, and send to me on WhatsApp. You have the same paper, right? Both of you. So, okay. So then one of you do it today, okay? And you also. Don't forget. Nikki. Done, children? Online students?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, see your children. I just want to talk about this one again. Perimeter, what's the perimeter you got? Look at your book and tell me what's the perimeter you got? 600 meters, right? Okay. So that's nothing but 600. Listen, 600 by 1000 kilometers. Correct? So supposing you simplify like 2 3s are and 5s are, you can leave it as 3 by 5 kilometers. That's what I wanted to say. Supposing you simplify, see what I have done is there are many ways to work, but you will do it in a particular way, right? So I have done it like that. 6 by 10, I've converted to a decimal 0.6. Supposing you simplify further 6 by 10 and you simplify further 2 3s are and 2 5s are, then you will have 3 by 5 kilometers. Correct? Leave it like that. Leave it like that. Now, what is speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. This is the other thing I want to tell you. You can substitute directly in this formula. Not that you have to write the time, not that you have to write the formula exclusively for time like this. Time is equal to distance by speed. Nothing like that. You can just write this formula, speed is equal to distance by time, and substitute the values you know. What do you know? You know that speed is 6 kilometers. So substitute in the appropriate places. Under speed, write 6 is equal to, what is the distance? 3 by 5 kilometers. But 3 by 5, this is a distance, right? Divided by time. Is this correct? You can also do it like this. See, perimeter is 600 meters, and that is a distance, right? So we need to convert that to kilometers. So divide by 1000. And supposing you simplify it completely like this, 3 by 5. 3 by 5 kilometers. Leave it like that. Now write the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. What am I trying to tell you here? You don't have to write time is equal to distance by speed. You can just write this formula always and substitute the values you know. What do you know? You know speed is 6. Then what do you know? Distance is 3 by 5. Divided by time. So put it like this. Okay, so now what happens? 6 is equal to, whenever you have this division symbol, no, convert it to multiplication. Don't do anything before that. Okay, so 6 is equal to 3 by 5 into 1 by t. Do that first. First, convert the division to multiplication. Now you can, like 6 is equal to whatever, or 6 into 5 by 3 is equal to 1 by t, right? Correct? So 3 ones are 3, 2s are. So 10 is equal to 1 by t, correct? So cross multiply, you get 10t is equal to 1, or t is equal to 1 by 10. 1 by 10 hours. Correct? Yeah, Surya, repeat. Repeat. Perimeter is equal to 600 meters. After that, no, don't see the book. We've almost memorized the answer. Fast, fast. How do you convert it to kilometers? Focus is important. Yeah. So now 2 zeros gets cancelled, correct? 2 3s are 2 5s are correct. 3 by 5 kilometers, correct? Okay. So I meant like this is the distance. This is the distance, right? So distance is equal to 3 by 5 kilometers. Now what's the formula to find speed? Distance by time. What's the speed? 6 kilometers per hour is equal to distance 3 by 5 divided by time. So 6 is equal to 3 by 5 into 1 by t. Now 3 by 5 goes to the other side as 5 by 3. It becomes its reciprocal on the other side. 3 by 5 becomes 5 by 3 on the other side. Is equal to 1 by t. So 3 ones are 3 twos are. 10 is equal to 1 by t. Cross multiply. 10t is equal to 1. T is equal to 1 by 10 hours. Okay, so now 1/10 of an hour. So we'll convert it to minutes. So 1 by 10 into 60. It's converted to minutes. So now 0 and 0 gets cancelled. So t is equal to 6 minutes. Sorry. See, நீங்க எக்ஸாம்ல எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு தெரியாது. சோ இப்படி பண்ணாலும் இப்படி பண்ணணும்ன்றத காமிச்சேன், அவ்வளவுதான். நீ எக்ஸாம்ல 6 இருந்து 0.6 எழுதுவியா, இல்ல சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணி 3 by 5 போடுவியான்னு உனக்கே தெரியாது இப்ப. சோ இது இப்படிதான் பண்ண முடியும். ஐதர் நீ டெசிமலா மாத்திருப்ப, இல்ல 3 by 5 போட்டுப்ப. சோ இப்படி பண்ணினா how to proceed தான் நான் காமிச்சேன். There's nothing like easy. Both are easy. Yeah, it depends. நீங்க எவ்வளவு தூரம் புரிஞ்சுருக்கீங்களோ அப்படிதான். All right, next one. Take down this question, children. Find the square root of 7, correct up to 2 decimal places. Find square root of 7, that is the value of square root of 7, correct up to 2 decimal places. Okay. Now we know 7 is 7.0000, as many zeros as you want. 7 means 7 point, you can add as many zeros you want. Now, the question says find the value of square root of 7, correct up to 2 decimal places. 2. What is 2 plus 1? 3. So after the decimal point, you need to have 3 pairs of zeros. Correct up to 2 decimal places. Okay. 2 plus 1, always add 1. 2 plus 1, 3. After the decimal point, you need to have 3 pairs of zeros. So after the decimal point, 1 pair, second pair, third pair. This is the first step. And we already know that after the decimal point, we group in this direction. We pair up the digits in this direction. While before the decimal point like this, you don't have to indicate the arrowhead, but I'm just showing the direction in which the digits are paired. You can just place a bar like this. You don't have to show the arrow. I have indicated that just for us to realize that, yeah, this is how we pair it, no? Yeah. Online students, shall we proceed? Is this fine so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, so we know we have to start with 2. 2 2s are 4 because 3 3s are is 9. So 2 2s are 4. Correct? 3 is the remainder. The next pair comes down. But the next pair which comes down is after the decimal point. So you need to place the decimal point in the quotient. The next pair which comes down is after the decimal point. So place the decimal point in the quotient. Now double the quotient, or as you know, like maybe if you learned it like that in school, add 2 here, so you get 4. Okay, so double the quotient. That's how I put it, double the quotient. So the quotient, it's a partial quotient. It's not the quotient completely, it's a partial quotient. But I won't say a partial quotient every time, so quotient, okay? It's a partial quotient, it's not the quotient completely. Okay, double it, so 4. Whatever digit you place here, you're going to place the same digit here. So now this is 300. Find out the digit. 5, huh? Okay, 45 into 5. 225. Yes, online students. 5, 6, 7. What is the digit to be filled in the blank there?
I think it's 46 into 6.
6. Very good. Okay, 6. 6 and 6. Okay, so 6 6 are 36. 3 carried over. 6 4 are 24 plus 3 27. Correct? All right. Now subtract. On subtracting, you will get 24. Remainder is 24. After the remainder, again bring the next pair down. Bring the next pair down. You don't have to place the decimal point again. Once we place it, that's it. Bring the next pair down. Double the quotient. Now, how do you look at the quotient? Don't see the quotient as 2.6. Ignore the decimal point. Just don't see the decimal point. 2, 6, 26, 52. It's not 2.6 into 2. Don't write 5.2. Ignore the decimal point in the quotient. So 2.6, no, point you remove. 2, 6, 26 into 2, 52, 52. Again, whatever digit you place here, you must place the same digit here. Now tell me, what can it be? Students on online are so quiet today. Lakshana, Harsha, Anantika, Aishwarya. Ariston.
Just finding out 1 second. Ma'am, it will be 524 into 4.
4 is it? 524 into 4.
Yeah, ma'am.
What's the product? What is 524 into 4?
2096.
2096. Okay. And the difference? What is the difference?
Yes, ma'am, 1 second. 304.
Yeah, 304. 304. Oh, we have one more pair to bring down.
Yes.
So next, double the quotient. The quotient is 2.64, but ignore the decimal point. 264 into 2. What is it? Louder. 264. Not 524 into 2. Quotient. Okay, if you're doing that, you should add 4. You should add 4. 528. Yeah, find out this digit. Five, huh? 5. What's the product? 5, 2, 8, 5. 2, 2, 6, 4, 2, 5. Okay. And the remainder? All right, fine. Yes, children, please take down this one. 3.
Ma'am, so the final answer will be 2.65, right?
Correct. Yes. So what's the remainder? Sorry. 3975. Okay. 3975 is the remainder. So now square root of 7. Square root of 7 is equal to, you need to write below, not here. You write below. I don't have space, so I'm writing it here. So root 7 is equal to 2.645. Correct up to 3 decimal places. Now round it off. That is equal to 2 point. You know this, right? This digit is when this is 5 or more than 5, you add 1 here. So it becomes 2.65. Rounding off. Rounding off. The last digit is the last digit. If it's 5 or more than 5, increase this one by 1. So 2.65. 2.65 correct up to 2 decimal places. Yeah. Yes, children. Please take down. Decimal places. Yeah. 3 decimal places, 2 decimal places. Finished? Yeah. Finished? Done writing? Online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now, supposing you have to find the square root of finished all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Finished.
All right, good, good. I'll let you know. Now, supposing, okay, let's take this number itself. Okay, so this one you can do it by yourself. Let me just tell you something before that. 135.9. We need to find the square root of this number, correct up to 2 decimal places, which means you need to have 3 pairs. So there it was just 7. So we needed to have 3 pairs, meaning 6 zeros after the decimal point. So here we already have a digit 9. We have a digit 9. 2 decimal places. 2 plus 1. Yani. Okay, you were looking outside, so I was like, sorry. Okay, so 2 decimal places, 2 plus 1, 3. So we need to have 3 pairs after the decimal point. We need to have 3 pairs after the decimal point. So 9, 0. This becomes a pair. 0, 0, 0, 0. See, you know you can add as many zeros you want. Correct? The number doesn't change. You don't change the value of the number because you've added the zeros. Does it change? No. So see, 1 pair, 2, 3. 3 pairs we have after the decimal point because we need to find correct up to 2 decimal places. 2 plus 1, 3. So we need to have 3 pairs. There is already one digit 9. So 9, 0 makes 1 pair, then 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, how do you group? So 9, 0 makes a pair, 0, 0, 0, 0. And before the decimal point, 3, 5 makes a pair, 1 stands alone. Don't group it like this. Don't group 13. From behind, 3, 5 makes a pair, 1 stands alone. Now, also you find the square root of this number correctly correct up to 2 decimal places. Take on this question, work this by yourself, all of you.
No, so here we had 5 zeros, right?
5 zeros, correct. Yeah.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Okay. Can you share the picture on WhatsApp, Anantika?
Yeah, ma'am, I can.
Yeah, do it now. Yeah, kindly disable your mic, Anantika.
Ma'am, okay, yeah, ma'am, just a second.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I've sent. Can you check?
Yeah. Why have you added? See, you have found the value up to 1 decimal place. 11.7.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah. You need to add one more pair of zeros and continue the division.
Yeah, ma'am, I'll just do it immediately and send again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Surya, what's the question so far you've got?
Ma'am, I'm sending the answer now.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. 117 point. No. You? 31. Yes. Sorry? 11 point. Okay. You're still to finish, right?
Ma'am, can you check the
Yeah.
answer? I've sent it again.
11 point is correct. Yes. Yeah. 11.6 you've got so far, right? What is it? What's your remainder? Very good. Anitika, perfect. Excellent, Anitika.
Ma'am, I got until 11.65.
11.65. You're right. Yes. So far, correct, Aishwarya. Please continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Round it off, it will be 11.66. Correct. No. You have to help yourself. The same thing happened to this girl, Shreya. I told her to help herself, and now she's able to do it. I'll share the recording, Surya. Watch that part where I've explained the division process. Watch that part alone. Okay. Do you have any test or something at school tomorrow, Surya? No, right? Okay. No, are you able to focus in the class, or something about school tomorrow is bothering you in your head now? Yeah, okay. Done, Aishwarya? You were almost done. Have you completed now?
No, I'm just the last step.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So here, Saujanya is finished. What about Saraswati? Sorry? That's okay. What have you got? 7 point, 11 point. Why did you strike it out? $11.657. What did you get? 11 point? You're right. 11.657 is correct. You continue. Yeah, it's time to see the answer. Where? Alone. Oh. Correct. That's very important. Yes. No, you'll overcome by practicing. No, nothing is impossible. See, sometimes, we may be good at certain other things, and we are not able to accept the fact that in a particular area, there are others going ahead of me. அதை accept பண்ணிக்கணும். All of us cannot be good at everything. இருந்தா சரி, but see, you're not bad this way also, right? So you understand that. So maybe that you have some kind of a mental block. So maybe this is one of உங்களுக்கு நான் சொல்றேன். So maybe you're good at other things at school. So when this thing doesn't happen and there are other children, racing you in this, so you're kind of or stress. So you're not able to accept that fact. Maybe just don't do that. Relaxed work பண்ணு. அதுதான் உனக்கு எப்பவுமே அந்த tension இருக்கு. Some kind of stress, you're not able to focus and concentrate on that sum. Correct? Okay, maybe we'll talk at the end of the class. No problem. Finished? You checked, Yarni? Yeah. Online students, please check your steps and let me know if you have a different step and if I should help you there.
Ma'am, same answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Aishwarya, able to complete it?
Yes, ma'am, I completed it.
Okay. Ariston, Harsha, and Lakshana?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, Lakshana?
Yes, ma'am.
Ariston?
Done, ma'am.
All right. Maybe you can try it at home. We have to move on. Try the next one. Yeah, try this one, children. This one and this. Work the first one and the second one, children. Ariston, can you work this answer and share the picture of your answer on WhatsApp? Ariston?
Pardon, ma'am?
No. Please work the answer to question number 1 and share the picture of your answer on WhatsApp with me. Is that possible?
Yeah, yeah.
Alison, what is the quotient you have got so far? The partial quotient?
Ma'am, I got 11.
11.
Nah, like I just started, so yeah.
11 or 1.1?
Yeah, with the decimal point, it's 1.1. Without, yeah, 11.
No, it's not 1.1. 1 is fine, but not 1.1.
Yeah, but I got it as 11. I don't know why.
Don't know why.
Ma'am, this is Aishwarya. I'm done.
Yeah. What's the answer?
Ma'am, after rounding off, I'm getting 1.611.
Very good. Yeah, Aishwarya, if you can, you can send your picture on WhatsApp, the picture of your answer on WhatsApp.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sending it.
Yeah. 1.612. And after rounding off, you must write those two steps. 1.612 is up to 3 decimal places, then round it off and up to 2 decimal places. Aishwarya, you must write correct to 3 decimal places first and then 2 decimal places.
Okay, ma'am.
What's your remainder, Yarni? 1,456. Very good. And read out the numbers you've got vertically. The vertical number starting from 1. After 1, 20. Very good, very good. And the remainders at different stages. Remainders. 16 first. No, 1, no. Okay, 160, then 400. Very good, very good. Yes, yes, right. Perfect. Got it? You got it. Okay. Which means you need to practice more. You're trying to say you didn't understand the procedure at all. You missed a few classes also. Yeah, we've been doing this in quite a few classes. In today's, yeah, correct. So you need to catch up with the classes with the recordings, all right? Because I think in all you missed 4 sessions. Consecutive weeks, 2 weeks you missed the classes. Yeah, your friend also. Yeah. So it's 2 weeks. It's a fortnight since I saw both of you. $1.6. No, darling. Don't reduce it by 1. If it is, it's 1.612, right? 2 is less than 5. So just take it away. If it is, yeah, just take it away. You have reduced the previous digit by 1, correct? Yeah, don't do that. All right. So I think it's time to see the answer. And Ariston, I have not got your got the picture from you.
Yes, ma'am, I'll send it soon.
No problem. Yeah. So watch the recording. In today's recording also, you can see this one Yeah, this one. We did it together. So I've repeated the procedure here also. So you can just watch the recording and get it clearly. You can take a few sums by yourself, like simply take some random numbers, 5.4, 11.35. Just take some numbers. You can work it and check the answer with a calculator. Saujanya, check your answer. Is it right? Have you got these numbers? Sorry? Louder. Remainder 260 you wrote. No, come here with your book first. So you got 260.
Yeah,
No, that's what I understood, but. Oh. One sentence. Yeah, everything else. Okay. Yeah, take down this question and try this, children. Time up. Those who have not finished this need to complete it later. And also tell yourself that you're not sure about the division process. You need to practice. Take some random numbers, find the square root and check the answer using the calculator. This is the next question. Have we done this by any chance? Have we already done this sum? No, right?
Ma'am, the same kind of sum, but the values are not same.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah. Then please continue. Yeah. For the side of the playground. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah. How much? Yeah, 400 into 15. Yeah, 6,000, correct.
Ma'am, here leveling the playground would be the area, right?
Yeah, leveling is area, correct.
Okay. Ma'am, this is Aishwarya. I'm done.
Yeah, Aishwarya?
Ma'am, I'm done.
Oh, done. Very good. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. For the last one. Surya? 10,000. You went wrong again.
I have to find the area for leveling the playground. So 400 into 400, 160,000.
No, but areas, this is the perimeter, no 400. The side is 100. Okay. Aishwarya, what is the side of the playground? What is the length of the side?
Ma'am, 100 meter.
100 meters. And what about the perimeter?
400 meter.
Okay, and the cost of fencing?
Cost of fencing is rupees 6,000.
Correct. And what about the cost of leveling?
Cost of leveling, I got it as so 25,000.
25 multiplied by what?
25 multiplied by 10,000.
By 10,000. Is that 25,000?
No, 250,000. Sorry.
Correct. 250,000. Correct. Yeah, all of you can see the answer now. Please check. Louder. Oh, yeah, that's right. So the area is 1 hectare. The area of the square playground is 1 hectare, which is 1 into 10,000. 1 hectare is nothing but 10,000 meters square. You can straight away write 10,000. 1 into 10,000, which is 10,000 meters square. So that's the area. So side is equal to square root of area. So side is equal to square root of 10,000, which is 100 meters. So we found the side of the square playground. That's the first question. Find the side of the playground in meters. Find the side of the playground in meters. So the side of the playground is 100 meters. Now, the cost of fencing. To find the cost of fencing, you need to first find the perimeter. Perimeter into the rate will be the cost of fencing. So what's the perimeter? 4 into side. Why? Because it's a square. So 4 into side. So what's the side? 100. 100. So 4 into 100, 400 meters. So perimeter is 400 meters. That means the length of the fence needed is 400 meters. Perimeter is 400. So the length of the fence needed is 400 meters. So the cost of fencing will be length of the fence into the rate 400 into 15, 6,000 rupees. Cost of leveling. Leveling activity is done in the area of the field. Fencing is done along the boundary. Fencing activity is along the boundary or the perimeter part of the field. But leveling is, you have to get into the field, na? You'll have to get inside the field. So it's the area. Leveling is area of the field. Fencing is the boundary, perimeter. So cost of leveling will be area into rate. Cost of leveling is area into rate. Cost of fencing is perimeter into rate. Cost of fencing is perimeter into rate. The cost of leveling is area into rate. Area you don't have to find, it's already given. Area is already given, no 10,000 meters square. That's already given. You don't have to find it again. You don't have to find like 100 into 100 again. Area is already given. Nothing to find. So area, sorry, cost, area to be leveled is given 10,000 meters square. So the cost of leveling is area to be leveled into rate. 10,000 into 25, which is 2,50,000 or 250,000. All right. Got it? You got it? Any trouble, Surya? Okay. Yourself? Slight changes you have to make. Only the last one. Okay. Yourself? Okay. Yours, I understand. Yourself? You got it right. Okay.
Got the same answer.
Okay. What about the others? Lakshana and Harsha? Ariston?
Got the same answer.
Okay. These are simple and you've learned all this from the video, right? I shared some videos with you. Okay, so school teachers teaching, so we understood. Okay, these are explained in the videos. No, I'm giving you different sums. Okay, so this is, once you've understood squares and square roots clearly, cubes and cube roots is, like, it's not going to be difficult. Meaning squares and square roots itself is a simple chapter. So this again, it's easy to understand, once you have the knowledge of squares and square roots. Yeah. Okay, I think have I shared the recordings on cube roots also? Cubes and cube roots? No. Okay, fine. I'll try to answer this, children. What's the cube of 11? Online students, find the cube of 11.
1331.
Okay, the cube of 11 meaning 11, the whole cube, right? No, don't write anything. We'll try to discuss as much as possible. I'll share all this with you. Find the cube of 11. Find the cube of 11 meaning you have to find 11 the whole cubed, which is 11 into 11 into 11, which is 1331. Correct? This is the next chapter, children. Cubes and cube roots. Cubes and cube roots. Don't write anything now. I'll share this PPT on WhatsApp. Don't write now. Yeah. So find the cube root of this number by the prime factorization method. So now you all know how to perform the prime factorization method. So see here, you can see it here. You can see it here. All right. Now similar to the steps to find the square root of a given number. See here. 10,648 is equal to 2 cubed. 2 cubed into 11 cubed. That's the first step. Okay, this is what we have to find. We have to find what cube root of. We'll have to find, it's given in words here. Find the cube root of, this one is given in words. Cube root of is given in words. So symbolically it is like this. We have to find this one. We have to find the cube root of 10,648. This is square root. And when you put a 3 here, it is cube root. If you simply do this, it's square root. See, there's a 2. You can also put a 2 here for square root. This is the symbol for square root. And you can also put a 2 here. Even if you don't write it, it's understood there's a 2 here. See, like when you write 5, it's not negative 5, it is positive 5. When you say 5, it's positive 5. There is a plus sign, it's invisible. Correct? Similarly, when you say this one, there is a 2 here, it's invisible. All right, so it's square root of 25. So cube root, you must write the 3 here. And children should not write 3 like, it's not like this. It's not like this. This is 3 into square root of 25. If you write this way, if you write it like this is 3 into square root of 25. This is different. This is cube root of 25. You need to write the 3 in the V here. And not outside, not here like this. All right. Okay, so the first step is 10,000. After performing this procedure, 10,648 is equal to 2 cubed into 11 cubed. You need to write the prime factors with power 3 here. In the chapter squares and square roots, we wrote it with the power 2. 2 square into 2 square into 3 square into 5 square. Here you write it with the power 3. So 2 cubed into 11 cubed. Then take cube root on both the sides. Same thing like we did for square roots. So take cube root on both the sides. So cube root and cube root. All right. So now what happens? This one comes down as it is from 3 2's 1 2 out. Excuse me. From 3 2's 1 2 out. From 3 11's 1 11 out. So the cube root of the given number is 2 into 11 22. Is it difficult to understand, children? Very similar to squares and square roots. Online students?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
So what does this symbol stand for?
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, good. What is this? How do you read the symbol? The cube root of. The cube root of. The symbol is read as the cube root of. The symbol, how do you read this symbol? The square root of. The square root of 25. When you, this one is the square root of 100. Similarly, this symbol stands for or is read as, this symbol is read as the cube root of 125. All right. So this is what it is. Now, is this number a perfect cube? Give reasons. So I have performed this procedure. And at the end of this, we see that 13,824 can be expressed as 2 cubed into 2 cubed into 2 cubed into 3 cubed. Every prime factor occurs in triples. In squares and square roots occurs in pairs. So here every prime factor occurs in triples. 3 2's, 3 2's, 3 2's, and 3 3's. So it is a perfect cube. It is a perfect cube. Okay. So since this number can be expressed as a product of triples of equal factors, as a product of triples of equal factors, it is a perfect cube. See here, what is this product, right? This is product of triples because 3 2's, 3 2's, 3 2's, 3 3's. What are you multiplying? You're multiplying. It's a product of triples of equal factors. Equal factors meaning 3 2's. See, this is also a triple. This is also a triple. But this is not a triple of equal factors. This is a triple because there are 3 numbers. This is a triple. Okay. But this is not a triple of equal factors. This one is a triple of equal factors, equal prime factors. So that's what you see here. Because this number can be expressed as a product of triples, not just triples, triples of equal factors. You can even say equal prime factors. It is a perfect cube. You can mention equal prime factors here. Equal prime factors. Therefore, it's a perfect cube. Is this okay, children? All right. So when you after performing this procedure, we see that 2700 can be expressed as 2 square into 3 cube into 5 square. So it's not a perfect cube because 2 and 5, the prime factors 2 and 5 do not occur in triples. Because the prime factors 2 and 5 do not occur in triples. You can even give that reason. Let me strike this out. This is correct. What I've written here is correct. It's a very general reason. Let me make it specific. Let me make the reason specific. Sorry? What is the other reason? No. You have to perform. Yeah, very good, very good. No. You have to perform the prime factorization method. Only then the reason should be given in terms of, like the factors. What was I telling you? Yeah. You said 2, 7. Since it's followed by only 2 zeros, it is not a perfect cube. But that cannot be given as a reason. You see, okay. So again, it's because this is for at least 2 marks. So you need to write something. It's okay. See, that's an expected method. That's all it is. Okay. So since what's the reason? Since the primes 2 and 5 do not, very good, do not occur in triples in the factorization of 2700. 2007, it is not a perfect cube. It is not a perfect cube. Perfect cube. All right, online students.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Understood, ma'am.
Evaluate. Evaluate meaning find the value of. Find the value of. So find the value of the cube root of 42.875. The cube root of 42.875. So convert this to a fraction. Convert this one to a fraction. That's the first step. Convert the given number to a fraction. So you get this, correct? Now take up the numerator, perform this procedure. Denominator, you know, is 10 into 10 into 10, correct? Or you can also use prime factors like 2 and in terms of 2 and 5 you can write. But this is also fine. This is also fine for the denominator. Step 1, just a second. Let me just finish and come back to you. Yeah. See, first step, this is a decimal number. This number has a decimal point. So let's move the decimal point and convert this number to a fraction. That's the first step. Then find the prime factorization of the numerator. This is the procedure. So cube root of 5 cubed into 7 cubed in the numerator. The denominator is 10 into 10 into 10. So 10 cubed. Then in the next step, to get rid of the cube root symbol, from 3 5s, 1 5 out. From 3 7s, 1 7 out. From 3 10s, 1 10 out of the cube root. So 5 7 are 35 by 10, which is 3.5. So the cube root of the given number is 3.5. So it's very simple. Just convert this number to a fraction and find the cube root of the numerator, not cube root. Perform this procedure for the numerator and the denominator. When the denominator is 100 or like 1000, 10,000, it's enough if you express it like this. 100 means you can write 10 into 10. 1000, 10 into 10 into 10, and so on. Or you can also do this procedure, children. You can also do this procedure. All right. If you do that, you will get 2 cubed into 5 cubed. If you do that procedure, you will get 2 cubed into 5 cubed. 2 cubed into 5 cubed. If you perform this procedure for 10,000, I'm sorry, 1000. You'll get 2 cubed into 5 cubed. So 1 2 out, 1 5 out. So 2 5s are 10. No, that is the long division method. Yeah, there is a long division method for cube root, but I don't think you will learn it in your school. It's not a part of your syllabus. If you learn it in your school, let me know. I'll teach you. But it is possible to find. It is possible to find. There is a different method. Now we have learned the long division method to find the square root of the given number. Similar to that, we have a different procedure to find the cube root of the given number by the long division method. But that's not a part of the CBSE curriculum. So I'm not doing it. If at all you learn it in your school, no chance. Have you learned it in school in cubes and cube roots? No, yeah. If at all you learn it, please let me know. I'll teach. See, supposing one of you online learn it, I'll teach only you. That's it. So it'll be a very specific one. So if you've learned it, let me know on WhatsApp. I'll help you. No doubt. If you can do this by no, you cannot use a square root long division for this one here. No. That's only to find the square root of a number. Yeah, then yeah, that's so this procedure. As I told you, so from 3 5s, 1 5 out, from 3 7s, 1 7 out, 1 10 out, and yeah. Now your questions? Nothing? Online students?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear, ma'am.
Understood.
All right.
Understood, ma'am.
All right, children. So here the volume of a cube is given to you. What's the formula to find the volume of a cube? What is the formula to find the volume of a cube? Volume of a cube is equal to a cubed or edge cubed. See, it's given by different expressions. You can say a cubed or edge the whole cubed. Edge meaning okay, so this is the edge. If this is 10 centimeters, then the volume of the cube is 10 into 10 into 10. 1000 centimeter cubed. Volume is expressed in cubic units. Volume is expressed in cubic units. Area is expressed in square units. Because it is 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter. Centimeter into centimeter into centimeter. Centimeter cubed. Area will be 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter. So centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Area square units, volume cubic units. So what is given here? Volume is equal to 857375 centimeter cube. And what's the formula to find the volume? Edge, the whole cube or a cube, whatever. I don't know what I've written here. Okay, edge I've written. Okay, so a cube or edge cube. So edge, the whole cube is equal to 857375. So edge will be equal to the cube root of, when this cube root goes to the other side, it becomes the cube root of, like when you transpose plus to the other side, minus plus, correct? So like that, edge cubed is this number. So the edge will be the cube root of the given number. Now perform the, this procedure to find the prime factors. Okay, I'll just have a look at that. So it's 5 cubed into 19 cubed. I can see it here. 5 cubed into 19 cubed. Okay, so edge is equal to, put the cube root symbol. And here we get 5, 5, 5, 19, 19, 19. So 5 cubed into 19 cubed. We are not out of the cube root. Is anybody standing there, darling? Sorry? Okay. So 5 cubed into 19 cubed. See, we are not still out of the cube root. This number can also be written as 5 cubed into 19 cubed. This number can also be written as 5 cubed into 19 cubed. This number can also be written as 5 cubed into 19 cubed. All right. Now we'll get rid of the cube root symbol. From 3 5s, 1 5 out. So we get rid of this cube root symbol. And from 3 19s, 1 19 out. So 5 into 19, 95 centimeter is the edge of the cube. 95 centimeters is the edge of the cube. All right, children? So see, after this, after this step, this number is further divisible only by 19. So you'll have to hit that number. So you'll try to divide by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. It's not possible. So you should go on. Go on. 19. Yeah, if you get 119, then the remaining 2 will be 19. If you get 19 once, then 19 will happen at least 2 more times. Because you need to have 3 19s at least. Yeah. So all these slides on cubes and cube roots, I'll share on WhatsApp, children. Please finish it before the next class. Yeah. Now, what's the least number by which it should be multiplied? Since the questions are similar, we've seen a similar question in squares and square roots, right? What is the least number by which something should be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square? So here it is a perfect cube. What is the least number by which 37,800 is to be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube? So now I'll just take some number like x, okay? Supposing x is like 2 to the power 4 into 5 square. Okay, multiplied, meaning you need to see this number x is not a perfect cube. This number x is not a perfect cube. How do we know that? Because its prime factorization looks like this, 2 to the power 4 into 5 square. So it's not a perfect cube. You can see that. Now, how do you make it a perfect cube? You multiply it by the least number and make it a perfect cube. What is that least number? So now this 2 to the power 4 is what actually there is 2 cubed and there's 1 2 extra, right? It's 2 cubed and there's 1 2 extra. Now this should be minimum 2 cubed. So you need 2 more 2s. In other words, 2 to the power 4 should become 2 to the power 6. Okay, let me write x is equal to 2 to the power 4 into 5 squared, which is nothing but 2 cubed into 2 into 5 squared. Is this fine? So 2 cubed is fine. Now this 2 needs 2 more 2s to become 2 cubed. So you need 4 or 2 square. Then this 5 square needs 1 more 5 to become 5 cubed. So you need to multiply by 4 5s are 20. So this number x, in our example, this number x is to be multiplied by 20 so that it becomes so that the product is a perfect cube. See, the number x cannot become a perfect cube. Listen to this. The number is x. This number x is not a perfect cube and it will never be a perfect cube. You cannot make x a perfect cube. When x is multiplied by 20, that resulting number, that product is a perfect cube. X, which is not a perfect cube, will never be a perfect cube. You cannot make it a perfect cube. You can multiply x. So when you multiply this number x by 20, you get a product, right? A new number. When you multiply x by 20, you get a new number. That new number is a perfect cube. That's what the question is. This number x cannot become a perfect cube. So when you see the prime factorization of 37,800, it looks like 2 cubed into 3 cubed into 5 square into 7. This is eligible, 2 cubed. This one is also fine. This one is not fine. You need 1 more 5 so that it becomes 5 cubed. This one is also not fine. You need 2 more 7s so that it becomes 7 cubed. So you need 2 more 7s, 7 square. So 7 square into 5, that is 5 into 49. 245. This is the smallest number by which the given number 37,800 is to be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube. Not so that 37,800 becomes a perfect cube. So that that product is a perfect cube. Tick for this, tick for this. This one not tick. Cross, cross. How will this become 5 cubed? You need one more 5. How will this become 7 cubed? 2 more 7s. Not 7 plus 7, 14 children. 7 into 7. Not 7 plus 7, 14. 7 into 7. Correct? Now, with the same thing, I'll explain. If the question is by what is the least number by which this one is to be divided? Supposing divided. Okay, supposing divided. But I should divide by? No. 1 second, sorry. So if the question is by what number should it be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? The number will not become a perfect cube so that the quotient is a perfect cube. When you divide this one by something, the resulting number is called the quotient, right? Yeah. So for that, what is this 2 cube 2 square? 37,800 is equal to what? 2 cubed into 3 cubed into what? 5 square into 7, right? Yeah. Now, for this question, by what number it should be divided, you must remove. Divided meaning you should make the number smaller. Multiplied, you're increasing the number. Divided. So for this, you should remove all those factors which do not occur in triples. You must take away the factors that do not occur in triples. 5 square does not occur in triples. Take it away. This one also doesn't occur in triples. Take it away. So 25 into 7, 175. So 37,800 is to be divided by 175. And what is the quotient? I'm using the calculator. 37,800 divided by 175 is 216. And you can see that the quotient is a perfect cube, 6 cubed. Multiplied, you must introduce factors. When it's if the question is by what it should be multiplied, you must introduce factors. There are only 2 5s. Introduce one more 5. Only 1 7. Introduce 2 more 7s. That is multiplied. So 7 square, 49 into 5, 245. All right. For divided, take away the factors that do not occur in triples. Remove the factors that do not occur in triples. So we see that 5 square and 7. This one occur in triples. 5 square and 7 do not occur in triples. Take it away. Remove 5 square, remove 7. So you're removing 25 into 7, 175. So 37,800 is to be divided by 175. That's the smallest number by which this number is to be divided so that the quotient, which is 216, is a perfect cube. And that is 6 cube. Got it, online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Question is not there. Okay. So I have not explained this question, but using the earlier number, I explained this. What is the least number by which 36,000 is to be divided? Using the earlier number itself, I explained this procedure. All right. I'll be sharing this also on WhatsApp. You can do all this. This also, it's simple. Yeah. I'm not explaining this, but I'll just tell you one, because with this we come to the end of cubes and cube roots also. Oh, we have one more. Yeah. Just bear with me for 2 more minutes, just 2 minutes, children. 3 numbers are in the ratio 2:3:4. So let the numbers be 2x, 3x, 3x. Sorry, 4x. The 3 numbers are in the ratio 2:3:4. So we'll say let the numbers be 2x, 3x, and 4x. All right. The sum of their cubes. What is the cube of 2x? What is the cube of 2x? 2x the whole cube. What is the cube of 3x? 3x the whole cube. What is the cube of 4x? 4x the whole cube. The sum of their cubes. So add. So see, the cube of 2x is 2x the whole cube. The cube of 3x is 3x. 3x the whole cube. And the cube of 4x is 4x the whole cube. The sum of their cubes. That's why we connected by the plus sign. We have connected the terms by a plus sign. The sum of their cubes is means equal to 33,957. So this is the equation. After this, you can understand. The numbers are these. These are their cubes. These are their cubes. And the sum of their cubes means connected by a plus sign. Is means equal to is 33,957. So now 2x the whole cube means what? 2x into 2x into 2x. What is it? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. X into x, x squared into x, x cubed. Similarly, 3x the whole cube means 3x into 3x into 3x, 4x into 4x into 4x. All right, I'll share all these images on WhatsApp, children. Please come. This will be your weekend assignment. So cubes and cube roots. I'll share all the notes on cubes and cube roots. Please complete that in your classwork and get prepared for the test on Monday on cubes and cube roots. Test on Monday in the next class on cubes and cube roots. All right. I have a video also. I have a YouTube recording on cubes and this chapter. I'll share that also with you. All right. Online students, got my instructions clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night. You may leave the call. Thank you, children. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.